Can you guys hear me? Hello, 5 viewers. Welcome. All right, looks like Archon team is all here right now. Or at least I assume that is someone from the Archon team. So you can't hear me right now? Can you guys hear me? Hello, 5 viewers. Okay, great. Thank you. I was forgetting to press the push to talk button because the last couple of casts I had, I couldn't get the push to talk to work, so I just had open mic, which I'm not used to. I always use push to talk. But yeah, now my push to talk is working, so we're good. We just have to actually press it. Kaiser says that Funds is on the way. That's their 5th member for Anti-Clown Association. Can't wait to see this. Thank you, Bix. Thank you for letting me know. Probably just a few more moments here. Hooray, we've got an invite for Funds, and Funds should be joining shortly. Oh no. Looks like Funds cannot play. Oh, that's not good. Wait, what? Are they joking? All right, looks like everybody's ready. Let's get this party started. All right, so let me show you guys the maps and picks. All right, well, let's go straight to draft because I should have switched to that way sooner. Anyway, I'm still a bit of a new caster, so you'll have to forgive me my missteps. All right, so Anti-Clown Association gets first pick, which means Archon picked Battlefield of Eternity. The first ban here is Sylvanas, which is sort of a fairly common ban on this map, I'd say. She can be really strong with that Immortal. Hey Jay, yes, I am casting. Welcome. All right, we've got an Ana ban from Archon. That's the team on the left, and the right team on the team on the right is Anti-Clown Association. Coming up with their second bans now. I wonder what that Ana ban is for specifically. There goes the Johanna ban, which is also pretty great, like kind of meta ban. Johanna in general is very strong, especially on this map with such tight quarters. And a Chromie ban goes out. That is interesting. I wonder if those are like sort of targeted bans towards Anti-Clan Association. And the Raynor pick is first pick from Anti-Clan Association. I'm gonna guess we'll see some kind of maybe a Vala or something in response at some point. You all can hear me, right? Yeah? Good? Got a Garrosh and Li Ming. Now we have a Stukov pick from Anti-Clown Association and an ETC pick. Stukov is really good here, I'd say, because a lot of places have choke points, so that silence is going to be playing a huge role. We've got a Chen ban. Alright, thanks, Jay. And who will the last ban be? Greymane! That's a good ban. That's a very good ban for this map. Alright, so looks like, I mean, I'm not an expert at this game, obviously, in this heroic division, so they are way above my level. But I'm going to try my best to do a good job casting here. I'm guessing the right team, all the right team team bans seem to be sort of meta picks for this map specifically, whereas the left team, I don't know what they're thinking specifically. Maybe those are things that counter their comps, or that they've scouted out the other team and know that those are favorite picks of theirs. We've got a Hanzo-Lucio combo coming in from Archon. And now the final two picks for ACA. We've got a Samuro and a Tassadar. Interesting. Samuro is one of those heroes that I really hate playing against. Like, he is super annoying. Or he can be, at least. Alright, final pick here. We are expecting a bruiser of some kind from Archon. And Sonia! Oh, Sonia! She's my baby. I love her. She's my favorite. So you're saying Midnight plays Sylvanas and Grey a lot. Bix is saying that Midnight plays those heroes. Well, okay, so those aren't just meta bans, they're also targeted bans. That's good to know. Okay, and the game starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go! I can't wait to see what these teams will be up to. Battlefield of Eternity is one of those maps that, like, my team specifically struggles with sometimes. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some cool strats here. See that tip there that says a blue eye appears over your hero when you are hidden from enemy sight? I've only ever seen the red eye. I have never seen that blue eye. I don't know if I'm like just ignoring it as part of the overall, I don't know, what's it called? Just like it's kind of part of the map or something? I'm not sure. Let us zoom out a bit. All right, let me introduce the teams. On the left side, we've got Fatal Rampage on Sonia. We've got Little Bex on Lucio. We've got Midnight Haze on the Li Ming. JTR is playing the Hanzo, and Virtuoso is playing the Garrosh. Right side, we've got Valamar on Samuro for the offlane. We've got Kelsier on Raynor. We've got Apparition on Tassadar. We've got Funds on ETC. And Frosty Wind is on Stukov. Here we go. Kelsier taking a bit of damage there from the Hanzo. Backs off. Get some health back. Looks like the teams are ready to fight over here. Garrosh comes in. He does not do a flip though. Funz is pretty aggressive in his positioning right now, and he backs off. He comes in to push out that Garrosh. Ooh, Garrosh takes a ton of damage. Kelsier is also a little low on health, but Stukov's got him. Virtuoso has to back off on the Garrosh. Funz anchors himself in that bush. And nothing super exciting is happening yet, because Garrosh has not gotten any serious flips or anything. So I'm going to go to the top lane and take a look at how Sonya and Samura are doing. It looks like Sonya is doing really well. She's pushed out their wave very close to that tower, and Samura has had to wait for it to come closer to be able to do any damage to it. Alright, I'm going to go back to the bottom lane where something exciting is going on. Oh, look at that! Flipping ETC out of the Merc camp. But he's going to make it back in, and he's going to be able to push the blue team off of it, get a kill on that Garrosh, and now the blue team has to withdraw. The red team gets that Merc camp after the blue team has mostly killed it for them, and they are now pushing forward with it. In the top lane, the blue team, however, is doing better with the Sonya there. She managed to get that camp with no interference from Samuro. Going back bottom. The blue team is really pushing pretty hard, the red team is pushing pretty hard, and the blue team has not yet been able to do much about it. I mean, the red team has mostly gotten... Oh, there we go. They got that top tower. Let's see if the Mercs can do anything else. Nope, they are out. But, I mean, now the red team could come in at any moment and kill that gate and the tower, the bottom tower, very easily. The red team is now in their Merc camp, killing that Bruiser camp, while the blue team does the same. They're a little further behind, but they're both probably going to capture it around the same time. Unless the red team captures it already, and now the blue team captures theirs. They're going to be pushing out those lanes. The red team waits in a bush, but they are found by the Hanzo arrow. Garrosh comes in and is pushed back by ETC. Alright. Looks like the blue team is trying to defend here some. ETC takes several orbs to the face. Ooh, that's a lot of orbs. Li Ming did go for the Arcane Orb cooldown reduction when it travels at least 50% of its range. Blue team's doing really well on their Immortal, while the red team's going a little slower. Ah, I did that the other way around, didn't I? Yes, the blue Immortal is dying faster, so that means the red team is doing better on the Immortal. Right now, it looks like that both teams are racing, and I think it's going to go decisively in the favor of the red team. Indeed. So the red team will be going top with their Immortal, while Samura switches off to the bottom lane, as expected. That Aiming Orb misses the players for the most part. And the red team's going to be pushing hard with their Immortal. See, if either team had a Sylvanas right now, this would be really difficult to defend. Alright. Immortal's going down really fast though, so I don't think it's going to get that much value. Just it managed to get that top wall with the two towers, but that's pretty much it. And now the red team has backed off. They are heading to the top camp to capture that in 3 seconds. Of course, Hanzo knows where they're going, so he has revealed them. Blue team seems like they want to contest. Of course, Funz here on ETC is taking quite a bit of damage, so the blue team is in a fairly good position to be able to invade this. Ooh, Apparition is almost dead on that Tassadar. That's a lot of poke damage from the Ming, where she's positioned, and she's doing a great job there. Oh, unfortunately, Hanzo goes down, as does Sonya in the bottom lane, dead to Samuro. And the red team manages to get this free and clear. Okay. So ETC is anchoring himself in that bush in case anybody decides to come a little forward. He can take advantage of it, or he can just simply push out that Garrosh and get him killed. Almost there. Oh my god, that that Garrosh literally had 7 health at some point. That is pretty incredible. That was, now he's backing off, of course. The rest of his team still trying to defend that top lane. In the bottom, it looks like Samura is also doing a great job with those mercs he captured, pushing them into that fort, try to get some value for his team. Mortals are spawning really soon, and I expect both teams to race a little at the beginning, at least. Alright, red team is immediately on the blue team's Immortal, whereas blue team has decided to defend first, which is something I guess they've learned from the last Immortal, where they could not race it fast enough. They decide to back off. They have taken a little too much damage. Ming over there with like about a quarter of her health. Lucio joins the team. Heals them back up a bit. But of course the red team has pushed the blue Immortal way faster. So there's like 2400 health difference. Which means I expect the blue team to try to defend here. Oh no, ooh, Garrosh goes down. That was a good mosh as well. It ensures that Lucio goes down as well. And of course the blue team now has no recourse, and that their Immortal is going down. Another one for the red team. Oh, thank you, Asmo Chad. I keep doing that. I will fix it. There we go. Sorry, it was still on draft mode. Alright, so red team's pushing that top fort pretty hard. The Immortal isn't even here yet, and they've already taken like 2/3 of its health. Now it's really going down. I wonder how much of the keep wall they'll be able to take as well. They have their heroic talents. The blue team just got theirs. But the red team seems to be backing off and going for that bottom fort instead, letting the blue team deal with the Immortal in the top lane while they get some push in on that fort. I think they'll be able to kill it before the blue team can respond. Sonya comes in, but it's 1v5. Her team is coming to back her up. Is she going to die before they make it? Yes, she is. Samura, however, was caught out, but of course he has an escape. Tassadar is very low on health, and the red team did not manage to get much of that bottom fort's health. The Immortal did manage to get this bottom tower here by itself, though, so that is still good progress for the red team. Red team takes that camp. Samuro seems to be waiting in a bush here. Perhaps he thinks Hanzo will venture out, because he can see that Hanzo's killing minions, but Hanzo backs off. Sonya goes back to trade places with Hanzo, while the red team is threatening bottom lane, pushing with their minions and the mercs that they just captured. They are definitely going to get that fort. Ooh, big Ming Orb doesn't do that much damage though. There's still a 2-level difference between these teams, so that's 8% more damage that the red team can do. They did not get that fort though. They backed off. I guess they didn't want to get chunked too hard. And, you know, they can just wait for another minion wave. In the top lane, Samura is chasing, or actually he wasn't chasing, it's just his mirror image that was chasing Sonya. Blue team's gonna go for their merc camps, just as the red team also starts theirs. In the top lane, Raynor is going to capture that merc camp with Valamar on Samuro. Hi, Dr. Evil, thank you so much. I'm trying. I mean, it's a heroic division match, so I'm feeling a little intimidated. But, you know, going with it. Alright, so the red team, as usual, manages to do a lot of damage to the blue Immortal, but the blue team was there sooner, so they got more damage into the red Immortal than the red team managed to do with the blue. Alright, so now it looks like the blue team are looking for a fight. I don't know why they would be, because they're down a tier, a talent tier. They're level 12 versus a level 14. I think it was more of a distraction. And they may get this immortal. In fact, they do get this immortal. But those camps were pushing top really hard. I don't know how they're going to be able to clear those before they do some permanent damage to that fort. Sonya goes in. She's going to try to clean this up, but I think that's a lot of damage to the fort that could have been avoided, as well as that well gone. In the bottom lane, the blue team's taking that advantage and pushing the bottom fort. They managed to get that well pretty easily. While in the top lane, Raynor deals a lot of damage to that blue immortal. He takes it down pretty much single-handedly and without it getting much value. And the blue team has to back off in the bottom lane, as fighting under towers now is really difficult. Okay, here we go. Blue team has to back off now that the 5 people from the red team are back here. They are about to take that siege camp, and if the blue team tries to contest, well, that's going to be rough for them. Sonya, however, making her way down, I guess, to help her team cap that, or to contest it at least. The blue team wants to make a play here. They want to do it before the red team hits 16. So if there's a fight to be had, now's the time. Oh no, Sonya gets caught out by herself. Oh goodness, and she dies. She melts. That was fast. Blue team is still sort of just hanging out here. JTR is backing. I'm not sure why. He was about half mana. I don't pretend to understand why teams do this stuff they do sometimes, but I really don't know why he backed there. That did not seem like it was super useful. Okay, blue team is trying to kill the Merc camp without getting into a fight with the red team, because they are down the 16 level talent tier, and that's a big one. Not as big as 20, but still a pretty big one. There's a lot of pressure from the red team onto the blue teams, like big wave up here, big wave over there. And now it looks like the red team is looking to push the blue team off the red immortal, while the rest of the red team is doing a lot of damage to the blue immortal. Alright, so we are at halftime, and now things are back more to their usual. The red team looks like they will be able to get this immortal, although, you know, they've got an advantageous situation here for the blue team where they can defend close to their... Oh, no, that did not turn out to be so advantageous. What do I know? So, Garrosh goes down. Sonya manages to escape though, spin to win. And instead, I mean, I would expect them to go for that camp. At least start it. Nope, they back out. And now the red team gets the immortal to push bottom, while the while the red team's mercs are also pushing top. So that's a lot of pressure on the blue team. This might be end of game here if they can catch a few more kills. And looks like Sonya is about to go down, but gets saved by the Lucio. Li Ming comes in with that kill on ETC. That was impressive. I did not see that coming. That's a good job. Gotta love those Li Ming plays. Hanzo goes bottom lane to defend this immortal, while Raynor is trying to help the immortal do a bit of damage, but he's by himself, so he is being super cautious back here. Although Garrosh is coming. Oh no! Run away! He manages to get away. Pushes that Garrosh away. Sonya is trying to defend the top lane the best she can, along with Li Ming. Samuro has to back off with a sliver of health left, gets a heal from his Stukov, and the red team has completely backed off. So no ending anytime soon here. Tithel says Sonya, and then he says, God Arrow, bow to Jir. Jir is on... Oh, JTR, sorry. JTR is on the Hanzo. Red team seems to be going for that top keep, while the blue team is busy getting this camp. Garrosh is, of course, anchored here to see if somebody tries to invade. But I'm not sure what the red team's doing. I guess they are just waiting for an ambush? Oh, no. No, they're just coming in for it, right for that keep. And they're going to get it, I think. That was a really good stun. And the blue team is back in time to defend that keep. Really good job there. Garrosh is by himself. He disrupts the ETC's rotation, but doesn't really manage to capture him or anything like that to capture a kill. The blue team now has 2 mercs pushing bottom, and the red team has to deal with that. The blue team is still a lot behind on structures, but ETC seems to be trying to get out of this mess. It does get out. Samura has been caught out. Nope, that he manages to get away. Of course, he's Samura. I mean, God, that guy is really hard to pin down. ETC gets taunted. He manages to slip away. Still low on health though. Samura is doing some work on Sonya here. Sonya's also pretty low. The Lucio ult goes out, gets everybody their shields. While that Hanzo arrow manages to stun them, but not really a full engage here. Oh no. ETC's going in, but not the whole team's there yet. Oh, that Mosh manages to capture 3 of the blue team. It gets a kill on Garrosh. Sonya is now spinning, but unfortunately it's not enough. Oh my goodness. Li Ming gets blown up. She went glass cannon though, so, you know, shouldn't be that hard to blow her up. The red team is now trying to catch up on their immortal, while Samuro goes to the blue team's, their own immortal to defend it, try to get the blue team off it, but he can't. He's very low on health compared to the very healthy blue team, 2 blue team members. So now the red team is coming in, letting their DPS still work on the blue immortal, while they've managed to scare away the Lucian Hanzo. Okay. So the red team secures that immortal. Dare I say this one will be GG? I'm not sure. I think it will be, but we'll see. The red team's Samuro goes up top lane to clear that wave. PC is also a little late to the party. Raynor is a bit ahead of his team here. He needs to be careful. Samuro comes in, the red team is assembling pretty well, and that immortal goes straight for that keep. Of course, he's already taken about half of his health in damage, and you know, that does not look like a game-ending immortal unless the red team manages to get a kill. Nope, does not look like any kills are coming here. The red team has to back out. That Tassadar wall prevents the Hanzo from doing much more damage. The red team does not seem to actually be going all the way back though. They still want to finish this game while they have the 20 level tier advantage. They're hesitating a lot. I wonder if they're going to try to steal that camp. They are. And they managed to get it. I'm not sure if the blue team is aware that they're there. Yeah, they are now. And now the red team's going for the top keep, I would imagine. While that Merc pushes bottom. That's a lot of pressure on the blue team. Merc's bottom, full team top. That keep has like a third of its health left. It's going down. Samuro clone manages to get flipped in. And the actual Samuro just gets to do more damage. Raynor gets that keep, no problem. And now the red team are backing out. The immortals are spawning in 25 seconds. And if the red team manages to secure this one, That should definitely be GG. I think. Goodness. I keep thinking that it's gonna end, but it doesn't. BTC is just hanging out here to see if you could flip someone into there tomorrow. Oh, and it looks like Sonia is by herself over here. But ETC does not try to flip her. She is rather hard to kill. So, not the best first kill target. Red team goes for the blue team's immortal, and the blue team does have to defend. If they lose this, or this goes bad, this is very bad for the blue team. That ETC Mosh, oh my goodness, is that a 5-man Mosh? Wow, they managed to get 4 kills out of that. And Li Ming has to run away, and that's it. GG. I mean, there's nobody left to defend this. They don't even need to wait for the immortal. They're just going to go straight to the core. And that Ming is almost dead. And she's about to die. Yes, there she goes. Well, GG. Well played by both teams. The Anti-Clown Association, the red team, manages to pull this one out. And we will be going to a second game. Yes. What did you guys think of how the teams played? And who were you rooting for? Alright, let me take a moment to plug my request for a caster review. I'm still new at this, so I would love any feedback that you have. So I'm going to post a link in the chat with the caster review form, and if you could give any feedback, I would really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know I'm muted again. Talking to myself, oh my goodness. Alright, so I tried to update this, but unfortunately the map thing has just gone haywire. It's not working anymore for some reason. I don't know why that is. Stuff just stops working every time I cast. And it's always something new. Like, this time it's the maps. Last time it was the team logos, which are still not working. Time before that it was team names. Anyway. Let me just tell you what the maps and the map bans are. So the Team Archon has banned Sky Temple and Brax's Holdout, and the Anti-Clown Association team has banned Alterac Pass and Cursed Hollow. First map was Battlefield of Eternity. The right team got first pick. So Anti-Clown Association chose first pick, and they won that map. Waiting for a lobby for the second one. First map was Battlefield of Eternity. Okay, we have got our second map, and that is Towers of Doom, which means Team 1, who will have first pick. They've chosen to have first pick, which means Team 2 chose Towers of Doom. Okay.
Towers of Doom.
So the blue team, Archon, are going to be getting first pick this time, which the red team had last time. And in general, I feel like first pick is usually a better choice than map pick, in my opinion, but you know, what do I know? But it seems like these two teams agree so far, because when they got the chance to, they chose first pick. We got a Stukov ban. I suppose that's a respect ban. Got a Zool ban coming out of Anti-Clown Association. A Johanna ban coming out of Archon. Seems like nobody's going to get to play Johanna this time, or this series. Sylvanas ban again by Anti-Clown Association. All right, what's going to be their first pick? Any guesses? Abathur! I did not see that coming. That's going to be fun. The red team now has a chance to respond to that.
Anytime you're ready.
They go with Raynor again and ETC again. Seems like they're going for the same combo there. It was effective the first game, so, you know, it seems like they might try doing that again. When we look at those teams' season results so far, we see that Archon lost to Press Forward in a domination. They beat Washed Up in a 2-1, and they also lost to Choking Hazards in a domination. So they are only at 2 points right now, I believe. Yeah. So they've got 2 points, whereas Anti-Clown Association dominated Quarantine Kappas. They also dominated Dread Pirates, so that's 3 points each time. They lost to Quarantine 2-1, so they got the 1. And they also got dominated by We Take These, so, you know, they got no points there. So that's a total of 3 plus 1, 7 points. So it looks like Anti-Clown Association is already pretty far ahead for this one. Let me go back to the draft. We've got an Anna and a Jaina pick on the left side from Archon, and we've got another Raymain ban, and then a Rhaegar and an Anubarak. Oh, that's 2 tanks. I wonder which one of them will be in the offlane. If I were guessing, I'd say it's ETC, maybe? Alright, so on the left side, the Chen ban came out again. And now they've got their last 2 picks. Expecting a cruiser, perhaps, and a tank, or at least a tank and someone who's hard to kill. Oh, Genji. He's not that hard to kill, but he can be when he's a really good, if he's a really good Genji. So we'll see how that goes. Red team's last pick by Apparition. Missing some damage. Hanzo. There we go. Hanzo has switched teams. Alright, any swaps coming in? Doesn't look like it. And we are about to start game number 2. Here we go. Who are you guys hoping will win this one? I'm sort of hoping that we'll get a third game, but, you know, I don't really know either of these teams, so it's not like I'm rooting for one of them specifically or anything, so I don't know. But I always hope that I get a third game, because that's what makes it fun, you know, when it's like really close.
Prepare yourself for battle, heroes.
On the left side here, we've got Fatal Rampage on the Abathur, JTR on the Genji. We've got Virtuoso on, who is that? Goodness, Muradin. Is that right? Yes. Midnight Haze on the Jaina, and Little Bex on the Ana.
10 seconds.
On the right side, for Anti-Clown Association, we have Frosty Wind on the Rhaegar. We've got Kelsier on the Kelsier, is that right? Kelsier on the Hanzo, Funds on the Nubarak, Valamar on ETC, and Apparition on Raynor. All right. Looks like the team, the Genji is standing over here, hoping to catch someone on rotation from the red team. Whereas the blue team, the blue team's Muradin goes down really fast. Well, that was a 5v3 basically, so, well, I guess 3.5 if you count out their hat. Alright, so the red team rotates to the bottom lane. I'm guessing they're doing a bottom mid rotation here. They're not doing a double soaking kind of thing with ETC, because he's not really that fast. They are going after that Genji, but he manages to get away. He gets a bunch of heals from Ana over there, and he starts going for that camp with his Muradin? Yep, Muradin anchoring in that bush. On the right side, the red team is also getting their camp. Looks like they get it a little faster than the blue team. ETC is oh, the overlay again. Thank you. Let's take a look at the talents. Looks in the top lane, ETC is letting the waves get a little closer so he can soak it safely. Red team's doing a great job on the rotation here. Nubarak seems to be waiting to catch someone. Oh, but Muradin knows he's there, so throws out that stun. The red team's mercs are already dead. With the blue team, there's just one left, so it was a wash. The blue team is playing a little more cautiously than the red team is here. They are waiting for those mercs to get closer. They have Genji in the middle. Oh, and Genji is very close to being caught. He manages to get out, though. Okay, we've got our level 4 picks out, except for Abathur, who's still thinking about it, it seems. Got a little skirmish going on here, where the next altar will be. Blue team playing a little passively this game, it looks like. Weird Abba. Yeah, that I did not expect the Abba pick. Abathur seems to be going for that. Oh no, no.
The real Lord demands it.
Oh, the blue team just completely ignored the top one. And so ETC gets it for free. Now the red team just has to go to theirs. The red team also managed to get the bottom /mid altar, and they get theirs as well. So that was all 3 altars going to the red team. I don't think the blue team's decision to send Abathur to that top left one was a great one, because obviously ETC can just kill him in no time. The red team's mercs are back up, and they are now pushing bottom lane a bit. Or rotating to mercs, yeah. Rhaegar and Raynor will get those mercs. And on the left side, we've got Jaina and Ana going for their mercs as well. If it's anything like the first time, it'll be a wash, with both teams clearing those mercs before they do any damage. Alright. Hanzo clearing that middle wave. He's got support from the ETC. In the bottom lane, the blue team is clearing that wave, just very cautiously, because they don't have their tank here. They've just got the Ana and the Jaina. It's starting to look like those mercs are going to make it. Oh no! They made it, and they did some serious damage to that front wall. Muradin was a little late to the party there. In the top lane, we've got ETC pushing pretty hard against the Abathur. That team seems to be doing really well here so far. I am personally worried for the blue team. I mean, I hope they manage to pull this off, but I don't know if this strategy is quite working for them yet. The red team is going all in after the blue team's altar. They take a lot of damage from the Jaina, but that Muradin is almost dead. He tries to jump out and flubs it, unfortunately. Will that Jaina be able to get some more damage into the team? That's a lot of damage spread out between them, but nobody dead, so, you know, might not be the most effective kind of damage. Red team manages to get the blue team's altar as well as their own. Blue team is unfortunately not looking that great so far. Let's take a look at their damage. The hero damage so far, it's looking like Abathur is doing their top hero damage, which is a little odd, with Hanzo doing the most damage on the red teams. On the red team, yeah. Red team's going for that boss. Looks like Genji's about to walk right in on that, but there's not much he can do here. That's a 4-man. And they managed to secure that. We are already at 16 on the blue team score to 40 on the red team score. So red team has taken absolutely no damage, and the blue team is getting crushed so far on 4 damage. And now the red team tries to take their camp, but the blue team is going in for that invade. Both teams have their level 10 talents though, so at least it's not quite as bad as it could be. ETC jumps in with his stage dive, takes a lot of damage, but they are going to be able to kill that Genji, who got cocooned. Good cocoon by Anubarak. Red team's a little low on health. The Jaina clone is still sort of scary because, you know, it has nothing to lose. It can suicide basically to do whatever it wants. Red team's going in after the blue team now that they've got a kill. Are they able to get that Muradin? No, they are not. But they did manage to get that one kill, who is now back up. Genji's back up. So they didn't get too much of an advantage based on that kill. Genji comes in, puts in some damage to the ETC along with the Jaina. Abathur is pushing top with his minions and locusts. Red team manages to secure this altar as well, with Muradin jumping out. Oh no, that was there goes Rhaegar's Bloodlust. And they are going to be able to take that bottom tower, I think. Maybe? Hey Lexi! How are you doing? Welcome. And hey Crush! Welcome to both of you. Red team backs off. So I would say that was not the most effective Bloodlust. All they managed to get really was that tower, and I think they could have gotten it without the Bloodlust. Red team is being very brave though, considering they don't have their healer anymore. This is a 3v4 if they go in, but they are just looking to poke. ETC heads back to the top lane to deal with all of the pressure from Abathur. Red team is about to hit their 13s while the blue team is still at level 11, and if they push a fight here, this could be very bad for the blue team. Boss will be back up in 2.5 minutes, so the blue team does not have to worry about that right now. Jaina is looking like she is in a seriously bad position, running after that Rainer. I think that was a trap. She manages to get away, but the rest of her team is not quite so lucky. That Anna's about to go down. Yep, and she is dead. That Meriden's also not looking good. He dies as well. And the Jaina clone is dead. Genji manages to get away, but Jaina, oh, she's not so lucky. I don't think she's going to be able to secure that kill before she dies. No, unfortunately she can't. Genji's still alive, but, you know, not that much he can do against 5 people. It's starting to look really bad for the blue team. The red team is going to get this keep here, or this, I don't know if it's a fort or a keep, given this map only has 3. And the red team now has control over the bottom lane, which is the most important lane in this map. So they're going to go grab those mercs, and if they can walk them through, that's another 3 damage on the core, which means the next shrine would be the end of the game if the red team gets it. But if the blue team manages to get that back, might be good for them. The blue team is standing around, 4 manning this tower, trying to get some damage into it, but the red team is coming to defend it. The blue team's little minions die very easily, so the red team now has more control. The blue team's having to back off a bit. Okay, the red team's doing a good job of defending here within their tower range. Blue team's trying to get as much damage onto those minions before those mercs, I mean, before they make it to the core. Looks like they're going to be able to do that. Yes, they are. So no 3 shots on the core, so that means the red team is going to have to capture 2 more shrines to get this, or a shrine and a boss. The boss is up in 13 seconds.
Once more, the altars rise from the depths.
Alright, now this is 3 altars. That is extra bad for the blue team. I think this is going to be GG. Yeah, they have to capture at least 2 to keep the red team from ending this game. Out comes the Bloodlust. That's a lot of damage into the Meriden, and a Cocoon on the Ana, who can't heal while she's in there. And now the blue team is about to be all dead. Pretty much almost all dead. Oh, Jaina. Jaina goes down, unfortunately. Yeah, this is not looking good at all. Meriden's very low on health as well, as is the Genji. I think this is it. Yeah, that's done. Well, great showing by both teams, a domination from the Anti-Clown Association. And hopefully I'll catch you in at another time, because this game is over. Oh well. That was fairly fast. Yeah, we did have a perfect game. 40-0. Yeah, that was really rough to watch, actually. These are the game stats right now. There were 10 kills on the red team to 1, like, on the blue team. The blue team only managed to get 1 kill the entire game, and they lost every single one of the objectives as well as the boss ones. So it is unfortunate. All right, so well, thank you so much for watching so far. I'm hoping that that Archon will have better luck with their next game. And great job by Anti-Clown Association securing that domination. They have had several so far, so they're not new to it. They only got dominated once by We Take These. All right, so good luck to both teams in the future, and thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please press the follow button. Or if you're really like me for some reason, you can also hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching, and see you guys. Bye.